the measurements.
I do. The measurements are all they are.
Don't worry. She's going to have the measurements for you.
Ladies, we wear so many hats every single day that we deserve a night to let our hair down, laugh, discover, and experience sisterhood together. And we've got just the place, Girls Night In. Join us on Facebook for inspiring conversations, lively interactive demos, and so much more, all right from the comfort of your own living room. So kiss the hubby, put the kids to bed, grab your favorite snack, and join us for our next Girls Night In.
Well, wait a minute. We didn't talk about what you're making today. So what dish are you preparing?
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna make my Creole shrimp and grits.
Creole shrimp and grits.
Yes, yes.
Ooh.
All right. So basically, it's a little spin on it. So Creole shrimp is its own dish, usually served with rice and things like that.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna prepare it and throw it over some deliciously cheesy grits instead of rice today. So I'm gonna wash my hands out.
Got it.
Get it going.
So this dish that you're preparing, folks can find this on your website.
Yes, they can. Yeah.
And that's on sPlate.com, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ooh. Beautiful green vegetables diced up. Shrimp and grits happens to be one of my favorites. And so, Ty, you were talking about prepping.
Yes.
Does that cut down significantly on your cook time?
It does.
Okay.
It really does. I mean, to cut up, like onion and green pepper, it's about 5 minutes, 10
Okay.
minutes. You know, so if you eliminate that, the need for that,
Yeah.
you know, you can just get in, fry up some bacon, put some shrimp in, you know. Yeah.
And you saying that, right? So are you one of those I don't measure kind of cooks? That's advanced to me. Because if I'm cooking, I'm staring at the cookbook.
Yeah, so I don't. And I think that's probably one of my biggest challenges as a food blog, actually. Okay, so I have to break out the measuring cups because I have to tell people what to do, you know. So yeah, but I don't usually measure.
Okay, so what you got here? What's in your recipe?
Okay, so we start out with thick cut bacon, fried up, fried up real crisp, and then have you cut that up for me a little bit. Okay. And then in the bacon fat, we're gonna sear the shrimp. Okay. In the bacon fat, and then have some vegetables, fresh veggies, sauteed up with a nice little Creole sauce.
Let's do it.
All right.
Now, I don't know the fancy way to cut stuff, so just tell me how you want this done.
All right. So actually, I'm gonna fry it up first.
Oh, you're gonna cook it?
I'm gonna fry it first, and then we'll go ahead and all right. So
it'll be delicious.
All right.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, I can't wait to eat. And are you frying this to a crisp, or is it like what?
I'm going to fry it to a crisp.
Okay.
I am definitely going to fry it to a crisp and try to get this fire on. So you definitely want it to get crispy, so so it's nice and crusty. It's going to be our topping.
Okay.
And a little crunch on top.
Got it. All right.
So while the bacon's frying, I did start the grits. Okay. So I think what I'll do is go ahead and turn them on.
And just water, salt, and pepper. Did you do anything special with your grits?
No. The special, what's special about them is the cheese and the heavy cream. So you put a little heavy cream in it. Okay. Put a little heavy cream in it, and it kind of it makes it nice and creamy. Got it. Adds a little fat. So salt, and I use white pepper. Just for the look, it hides it instead of black pepper. Got it. Okay. Yeah. But you definitely can use black pepper. Okay. You don't need to buy anything special.
And just as an FYI, you do have the measurements.
I do. The measurements are all they are.
Don't worry. She's gonna have the measurements for you. All right.
Yeah. All right. And chose to use Gruyere cheese.
Gruyere?
Gruyere.
Gruyere cheese.
Gruyere, yeah. It just has this Parmesan. Tastes like a cross between a Parmesan and Swiss cheese.
Okay.
It's just delicious. Like, but one of my friends, I gave the recipe to, and she asked if it was necessary, and I said, well, no. You know, if you want to
if you don't
nothing special,
okay.
whatever cheese you prefer.
Okay.
You know, whatever cheese you prefer. I gotta loosen these up just a little bit. Yep. Get them done.
Oh my goodness, it smells delicious. And do you have a preference whether you use quick grits or or you use original grits that you gotta kind of simmer down a bit? Is there
I'm always gonna use quick grits.
okay, but no difference in the taste?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, it's just you know, it takes a long time for regular grits to cook, and I don't feel like it.
Yep. And this serves how many folks?
4 to 6 people.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use a pound and a half of shrimp.
Okay.
So you can get 4 adults.
Okay.
You know, and maybe 2 adults and like 3 or 4 kids,
Got
something
it.
like that. You know.
And it's peeled and deveined.
Yes,
and
peeled
all that
deveined
stuff?
shrimp. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's another thing you can do and cut down on time is to buy it peeled and
Yep.
deveined.
Okay.
You don't have to do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Get a fork. Oh, I didn't lay my fork out.
That's okay. We're gonna find the fork right here.
All righty. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And your daughter, so I know you have a daughter.
I do.
Does she have any interest in cooking? Or
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Okay.
She does like to bake.
Okay.
So I've been learning to bake.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been the most difficult, most challenging.
Yeah.
For me is the baking because
Baking?
because you have to measure. Like you have to
Oh,
measure.
got it. Okay.
And so it's not free and fun like cooking. You know, you can just do whatever you want when you cook. You know.
And I have a good friend who bakes. I mean, she's really into it, and she put a significant amount of money investment in getting this beautiful baker's oven. I mean, it's she made it. I mean, she does well. It's all she does.
Yeah.
But I think you really have to be passionate about baking if you're going to go all in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I do a little baking. I do have some recipes on my blog for, desserts and things, but I have this one recipe. It's kind of like the thing that kind of set my blog, like in 2017, was a sweet potato pound cake that I made. Okay. So you guys should check that out.
Okay.
Check that out.
Now, for the sake of settling a bet that I have with someone, please tell me and confirm, well not confirm, that there is a significant difference in taste between sweet potato and pumpkin.
Yes.
We had a heated debate about this.
Okay.
And that person said there's no difference. I beg to differ.
I beg to differ as well. Sweet potato is sweet potato. Right. Pumpkin is just
and it's right. It's a much more bitter taste.
And it's a vegetable. I mean, sweet potato is a vegetable, right? But it just, you can sweeten and actually make it taste, But the pumpkin, I mean, you put cheese or something on that. I don't know. I just don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Right. Okay. And so we're getting this crisp up some.
Yes.
You got your flame kind of low.
Yeah. Trying to melt that cheese.
Okay. This is a tougher, thicker consistency, so it doesn't melt as quickly.
Well, no, the problem, I mean, I pre-cooked the grits.
Okay.
Just trying to save time.
Okay.
And generally when I make the grits, I do it all at the same time.
Got it.
Usually nice and hot. You put the milk and the cream and the cheese in at the same time.
Okay.
And it'll blend beautifully.
Okay.
Now I'm just trying to kind of reconstitute them a little bit and try not to add too much more fat with too much milk. I might have to put a little bit more just to make it creamy.
And the heavy cream is going to help with the cheese. It's going to thicken the sauce.
It is.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. So we're getting there with this. It's almost done.
Okay.
Probably going to need a little plate a place to cut it up. My cutting board is a little is dirty. Actually,
Right. We'll fix you with that.
Thank you. So.
The thing is, you got to flip on and drain the grease.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm actually putting a a little bit of Creole seasoning and salt on my shrimp now.
Okay. Creole seasoning and salt.
Yes, a little bit of
Just regular salt.
I use kosher salt
Okay.
a lot. If you have regular salt, you can. Sea salt also is an equivalent. So you can use sea salt if you don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this, you've got a beautiful heavy skillet, which is perfect for a cook. What's the difference in terms of preparing dishes like these with a regular frying pan, a deeper skillet? Is there any difference in preparation or taste or technique?
Well, in preparation, yeah, because so the heavy bottom pans allow you to turn the heat up a little bit more.
Okay.
It controls the heat a lot better than the thin pans.
Got it.
Because the thin pans, you're gonna have to keep your heat really, really low.
Okay.
You know, things like that. So a heavier bottom pan, you just control the heat a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm jumping back on. I need to sear my shrimp. So, all right. If you wanted to,
Should I move this over?
please.
Okay. See, I want to be as helpful as I can.
Appreciate it.
Where's our cutting board? Did we?
I put the cutting board and everything.
Are we done with that?
We are. Actually needs to be washed if we're going to use it again, that knife. But if you have another knife,
I can rinse this one.
okay.
So I see you're keeping that bacon grease.
I am.
Okay.
So it didn't render a whole lot of fat.
Okay.
You know, if it was, this is probably about 2 tablespoons. If it had more, you know, then I would probably drain a little bit.
Yeah.
But you need at least 2, maybe 3 tablespoons of fat to fry up the shrimp.
Okay. Can y'all hear that frying pan? Can y'all hear it? Got it going up in here. And I'm hoping that you guys will be inspired and feel like sharing some of your recipes with our Black Girls Unscripted family. Because we want to hear about it. We want to hear about it. And it's got a nice little pinkness. That's when you
And start with it.
And just any kind of Creole sauce, whatever your favorite Creole sauce is. I mean, Creole seasoning.
Seasoning.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Just from the store, it'll just say Creole season. Even Cajun
Oh,
spice.
yeah.
If you
Okay.
see Cajun spice, Creole is a little bit spicy.
Okay.
So a lot of times I will use like Cajun, just regular Cajun seasoning. Or I'll make my own blend. My son, he can't handle black pepper.
Okay.
So this
You have to
is
be mindful. Yeah.
yeah, I have to be mindful of things.
And let's see, you got this on medium heat. Where's the? Okay.
So try to cook these over, and I like to kind of do them individually because if you stir them up too much in the pan, they'll release more juices in the pan. You don't
Okay.
really want that. You kind of want to sear, so you want to like a little crisp on them.
Yep.
Turn this up a little bit.
And you said this was 1.5 pounds? How much
This is 1.5 pounds.
Pound and a half. Okay. And so what are next steps for you? What are you thinking after, I know you are still young. 2016 is relatively young. So
Yeah.
you've got lots of room to grow. But what are your plans for the future?
For on sPlate, I really am hoping to expand, gain more following, of course. I've been working on e-cookbooks, which I do have one available on the blog. I'm looking to do a little bit more of those. So right now, that's kind of my goal. Eventually, I would like to do a cookbook. I really would. I'd like to do a cookbook. So, yeah.
And then do you do private events? Have you ventured down that road, or you're not interested necessarily in the catering business? Or anything like that?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Cooking demonstrations and things like this. I find this. This is my first one, but it's fun.
Thank you for coming along with
It
us.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll do something like this, but not necessarily, I don't think I want to cater.
Yeah. And have you had any partnerships with brands yet? I know that sometimes you have.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I have. And they've been great. You know, working with brands is really good.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a great way to get noticed and align yourself with some recognizable folks.
Absolutely.
Good deal.
Absolutely.
Oh, it smells so good. Oh, it smells so good.
All right, these are going to be done in a minute.
Okay.
So, I have a dish. I have a dish down here. I didn't pull it out. Okay. All right. And a big spoon.
And you know, Ty mentioned that, and I'm sorry, I'm hot, and
I'm
think
sorry.
it's my age, I don't know. You mentioned that you didn't have lots of cookers in your family.
Right.
I did, and for the life of me, I can't remember ever really sitting or watching my mom in the kitchen or watching my aunties or my grandmother. But for some reason, there are very specific things that I just know.
Yeah.
Who else has experienced that? You didn't necessarily get the cookbook or the recipes passed down to you, but you just know your dishes taste a lot like your mom's and your grandmom's without them having to say, here's how you prepare it. Is there anybody else out there who has had that experience? Let us know in the comment section. I'd be curious to hear whether we do absorb stuff simply by watching, or we need those folks to kind of talk to us and walk us through it.
Yeah.
So you are browning the celery, and you're still keeping that same grease.
I am.
Okay.
I am. So, as you see, it's not a whole lot.
Okay.
You know, it was like 2 tablespoons.
Yep.
It's still just a little bit.
I'm gonna get on this side so I don't block anything, because we want to make sure folks see everything.
All right. Yeah, and then the scrapings on the pan, that's the Creole season, and the shrimp essence and things like that. That's
Okay.
gonna go right into the sauce. It's gonna flavor everything real nice.
Essence. I love it.
Yeah. So we saute these up. Yeah. And then we can add our other vegetables, our onion, green pepper, red pepper.
Onions, green peppers, and red
And
pepper.
red pepper, yeah. Get a nice little saute on those.
And you don't add anything else. You just use the bacon, the grease, the essence from the bacon. You haven't added butter or anything else. It just
Not yet.
okay.
Butter is on its way.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And this is one of my secret recipes here. Garlic. You know, love garlic.
Yeah.
And I love a nice little jar. I don't have to cut
Okay.
hands all garlicky.
I love that we get to do these sorts of things for so many reasons. I think it's just a way for us to get together and commune and share and things that intersect and we find that we have in common. That's so important. I also love that little girls get to see what you're doing and kind of think about things that they may want to do and model after your career or after your vision. With that in mind, though, do you think we do enough of that? Do you think, what are your thoughts around the image of Black women and girls in the media space?
I would say from when I was a kid to now, I think the image of Black women has been, I think, edified. I think it's been, amplified a whole lot more than it has, for generations, you know. So I appreciate what women are doing now. Women are saying, we're here,
So we got the visibility piece,
that we
right?
are, we have a voice, and we're going to be heard, and so I feel like there's been a lot of positivity, a lot,
And on the flip side of that, what would you tell women and girls who, and I'm not a reality show buff, and please don't jump on me, y'all. I'm not saying, I'm not a reality show buff, but sometimes on those shows we are not shown in the most positive light. How would you tell a young person who may watch that show and think that it's okay to emulate those behaviors? What would you explain to her in terms of balancing imagery versus real life?
That what they do on the television is just that. It's for television. It's for the shock value. It's for entertainment. It's not meant to encourage you, motivate you. You know, if they were to talk to any of these people, they would say, "I'm not a role model." You know, they would.
And they do say it.
They will say that.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's not meant to be. And I think that they are aware that they are making these decisions to do the things that they're doing. And I think a lot of it's out of desperation. You know,
Okay.
and sometimes some of these men and women who get in these shows really feel like they don't have options, when that really doesn't. It's not necessarily the truth.
Yep.
You know, there are options. There are other things that you can do in other ways. It may be more challenging and more difficult, but you definitely can do things differently.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's great advice. And your daughter's how old?
She will be 15 on the 31st.
Okay. Okay. So you've got a team.
I do.
So you've had these sorts of conversations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you're adding in tomato
This
paste?
is tomato
or something?
paste. I did season a little bit with kosher salt and a little bit more of the Creole seasoning,
Okay.
just on the vegetables. I'm going to add my liquid now, which is chicken stock. When I make it at home, normally I make it with white wine, cooking wine.
Oh, okay.
You know, whatever you have.
And they
As long as-
are how similar or dissimilar in taste?
They are actually distant,
Okay.
but they both taste delicious.
Got it. Okay.
You know, so you have the chicken, but if you are familiar with cooking with alcohol, it has just a little bit of bitterness to
Okay.
it,
Okay.
but it also adds, I don't know, maybe a little sophistication to it a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But this is child friendly.
Yeah, it's
Got it.
child-friendly.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna end up smoothing this out with some butter.
Okay.
Don't be afraid of the butter.
And I'm glad you say that, because I'm telling you, you know, as someone who pays attention to cooking,
Yeah.
you have those don't use this and don't use that. And butter is bad and this is bad, and every time you turn around, something different.
Something bad,
So
right?
it's hard to keep up
Yeah.
with what's healthy and what's not.
Yeah.
So you aren't one of the don't worry, don't use butter
No,
or substitute this.
I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm like this huge picture of health, right, or anything like that. But I do. I mean, I have a family, and I do strive to make things that are healthy.
Okay.
So I add a lot of vegetables to things. You know, I try not to do too much starch. You know, I'll double up on vegetables and select the kind of meats, you know, that we choose. You know, we eat a lot of fish, a lot of chicken.
Okay.
I love beef. You know, we love pork. You know,
Yeah, okay.
we're not afraid of
Okay.
those things.
All right.
I just don't like villainizing food. I just don't like that. I did it for a few years. I really did. Like I was on this kick where, oh no, if it didn't come from Whole Foods, you can't eat it. I did that.
Everything's so trendy. I mean, it really is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
you really have to do what works for you and your family
You do.
at the end of the day.
You do.
Because the truth of the matter is there are some really good substitutes, right?
it is.
If,
Yeah,
if
they are.
that's your
They are.
choice.
They are. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not against butter. Yeah. I think it's good.
Okay. And was that a whole? I didn't see. Was it half steak?
This is 6 tablespoons of butter.
6 tablespoons.
It is. I mean, it's a significant amount of butter,
Okay.
but I mean, this is for 4 to 6 people, so
Mhm.
got about a tablespoon of butter.
And the butter does what to the flavor?
It adds like a creaminess.
Okay.
Adds and a buttery taste to it, like underneath. It'll taste it, and
Okay.
it just speaks to the shrimp beautifully. Yeah.
And if I sound like I know what I'm talking about, y'all, it's just because Ty and I talked before the show. I cook, but I cook for me. And we were just talking about the difference between cooking as a mom and a wife and cooking for kids versus a single woman who can fix a dish and stretch that dish 3 days.
Right.
Maybe go out to eat one day,
Yeah.
eat lightly on the 4th day. And so I just don't do a whole lot of cooking. I
Yeah.
love the idea of cooking.
Yeah.
When I have get-togethers, that's when I do the most. But for me, every day,
Yeah.
it's just not something. It's not something I do. I'm trying to change that. I'm
Yeah.
trying to change it because this really is self-care, right?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
taking the time out to select a meal, get the ingredients, plan your dinner, build in time to cook.
Right.
It's very, very, very calming and soothing. And
It is. So we're gonna take this bacon and cut that up if you can help me out a little bit.
Oh, sure.
And just crumble it. Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna crumble?
you can just crumble, do whatever
Okay.
you need to do. These are our,
Are we crumbling it right on top of the?
well, on the bowl.
On the
We're
bowl,
gonna plate
okay.
up in a second.
Oh, yeah, so that's in the serving bowl.
Yeah. Alright. Rinse these off real quick. I'm gonna use these.
And you've got this still on the low simmer? Was it the pan off or is it?
It's on the low simmer.
Okay.
Probably a little bit lower than that, but
And do we need something?
pretty much done.
Scoop out the grits here?
I just rinsed the spoons.
Oh, you got that already? Okay.
Yeah, really easy. If I did the white wine, I probably would let it simmer longer,
Okay.
but I don't have to. You know, that burns off some of the alcohol and
Got
let
it.
simmer, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna do too much more now.
Okay.
And we're on to the plate.
Oh, okay, so we're putting the grits in and
We're
then
gonna-
the bacon?
We're gonna put the grits in, we're gonna put the shrimp on, then we're gonna put the bacon right on top.
Wow. Okay, all right, well, I'm gonna grab my phone because, oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Yum, 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 yum.
Oh my goodness, I love cheese too. Oh, Ty.
Alright, I'm gonna scoop some of this cinnamons and bring the bowl close. There we go.
And I'd like a little more sauce, please.
Yes, ma'am. Alright.
Looks good, I don't know. Can you guys, can you see this? Shrimp, Creole shrimp and grits. And what's the name of the cheese again, Gruyere?
Gruyere.
Gruyere, why don't Gruyere? Beautiful, oh my goodness.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna crumb it up real quick with my fingers. I
Alright,
do have scallion and tomato. These are all
Okay.
optional. I mean, you don't necessarily need this
Okay.
on top, but it really does.
and I love them
So
both, right?
alright.
I do
So
scallion,
we
okay.
get spoons. Couple spoons. To scoop out, and then if you wanted to get something, you know, we can to eat with. You need a fork
Okay.
to sample.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need the sample,
You don't need the
I'm
sample?
just gonna eat
You
mine.
don't-
I don't need the sample. But yeah, we could.
Scallion.
Oh, it's beautiful. And look how that
Thank
just
you.
changes the whole look. My goodness.
Add a
Oh
little
my
bacon.
goodness.
A little bacon on top.
Woo-wee. And so, how often do you update your site with recipes?
I try to do a couple a month.
Okay.
I've been on a little bit of a streak, so
Okay.
I just did 2 today, which was,
Yeah.
you know, uncharacteristic. But maybe 3 or 4 a month I try
Yeah.
to do.
You know, the thing is, it's tough, right? When you're doing it all.
Yeah.
And I think I like what you said earlier about not putting the pressure on yourself to balance, because you have to figure out your own rhythm
I do.
and
yeah.
what works for you.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm thinking about our organization. There's so many people. For example, we had an audit by this wonderful PR firm,
Yeah.
and they gave us like 62 things that we should be doing, and like, you know, we
Yeah.
don't have the capacity, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to figure out what works for you, what makes sense for you, what you're capable of doing.
Right.
And then hope that you can grow your audience from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
For us, I do know, one of the things that's really, really important is that we bring younger people into the fold.
Yeah.
When you're thinking ahead, is there a specific thing that you want to do that we can help you do, or that the folks who are watching can help you do,
Yeah.
in terms of taking your blog or your vision for what you have planned down the road to the next level?
Yeah. Subscribe.
Subscribe. Let's go ahead and give them the address one more time.
Yeah, it's on sPlate.com. Yes. Yeah.
And then you mentioned earlier that you have on your blog, when folks subscribe, they can
Yes.
get your cookbook.
Yes.
I got it, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful, y'all. It's a
Thank you.
beautiful
Thank you,
cookbook.
thank you. Yeah. So it's 10 chicken recipes.
Okay.
10 recipes that you can do, that you can make with chicken breast.
Okay.
And they aren't just your ordinary, chicken salads. I put some thought and some effort into them.
Okay.
I hope people like them. But yeah, and they're simple, quick weeknight meals.
Got it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking too, what's your position around coupons and couponing and checking the circulars for sales? Like, is that your thing?
More power to you.
That's not your thing. You got any big couponers out there? What do they call them?
Couponers, they are.
There's a name for them. There's actually a reality show. I can't think of it right now.
Yeah.
Y'all help me remember what that show is. But yeah, so I'm thinking about family. That may just be.
So
Sometimes it's more work.
it is. I tried
know.
it. I did. Years ago, I did try it. I don't have time to be trying to clip and scour the internet for. I don't have time for that.
Right.
Like, yeah. I mean, I appreciate a good sale, and I do have my bonus card for whatever store I shop in.
Okay.
But clipping coupons, I can't do it.
And so is there anything that you stock up on and that you can hang on to for a long time before you have to use it? Are there meats or,
I mean,
that you can grab one sale and not have to worry about cooking it that week?
So you definitely can. You definitely can do it with meat and pantry items always. I really like to shop at like Aldi's.
Listen,
I do.
I'm not ashamed to say at all.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got Wegmans, we've got Whole Foods,
Yes,
we've got
sir.
all those higher end.
Yeah.
Aldi's is all right with me. We've
Yeah.
got grapes and cheese from Aldi's.
All right,
so
there we go.
all right.
Yes, right.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem.
Yeah, so I tend to go there for like my staples, paste and sauce,
Yep.
and I don't do a whole lot of canned vegetables.
Okay.
Maybe some canned fruit. I usually get frozen vegetables. You definitely stock up on frozen vegetables.
Okay.
I mean, $1 for a bag of green beans, like it's worth it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I don't want our stuff to get cold.
All right.
We're going to sit down and enjoy it. I want to just say thank you, everybody, for taking time out of your schedule tonight to join Ty and I here on Girls Night In. If you have any questions, if you have recipes that you'd like to submit, if you have any questions for Ty, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. We will make sure that we get them to her. You can visit Ty on her website, on sPlate.com. She's also on social media at...
On sPlate.com.
Oh,
I
things
am
is
everywhere. Yes, ma'am.
You can't make a mistake. Can't make a mistake.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on our very first Girls Night In. I'm tickled.
Yeah.
I've got a recipe. I'm not going to say how soon I'm going to try, but I will try it. I invite each of you to go on Ty's website. Make sure you download this recipe. Make sure you get the recipe because it's on your site. But make sure you subscribe so that you can get her beautiful e-cookbook. We'll come back next month with another Girls Night In. Sign up on our Facebook page or on our website so that you can stay updated and see the next exciting guest we have joining us next month. It's going to be hot. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Let's eat.
All right.
And listen, guys, we got some for you too.
We
Don't
do.
worry about it.